having, I guess you've only been here a couple of weeks, but enrolling early, would you recommend that for any recruit? And it seems like this is a really big class that's enrolled early here.
I definitely would. I feel like that there are a bunch of advantages to it. Coming here early, getting to partake in spring ball, and just getting an extra semester of classes under my belt. I think that it's very beneficial, and I would recommend it. Some of my friends back home have asked me about it, and I've told them all. I mean, I was like, if you don't mind leaving early, then I definitely see positive things in it. So.
What are the disadvantages?
For me, I also play basketball, so I missed out on my senior basketball season. But growing up, I played a bunch of basketball, but I kind of saw that football was going to be the route for me. So I just embraced that, and I went ahead and made the decision. This was going to be the best thing for my future. So.
How early in the process of recruiting did you know that you wanted to get at a place early and get a head start on this?
I've kind of been knowing ever since my freshman year.
Okay.
I've had. I knew some older guys that did the early enrollment process, and talking to them, I mean, they had nothing but good things to say about it. So it was something that I decided that if the opportunity came for me, and that if football was going to be what I decided to do, that I was going to be in early enrollment.
Madison, how's Jim Laird going to make you better this spring?
Jim Leonard, talking to the guys, I've heard nothing but positive things about him. So he knows a lot about the game. He's very detailed. He has a lot of experience behind him. And being an undersized DB like myself, I know I have a lot of different techniques and things that I can add to my game to make me better. So I'm just looking forward to jumping in and learning from him as much as I can.
What's your biggest goal for spring ball?
Just to compete. That's all that the coaches have talked to me about. Just come and compete. So I'm just going to come. I'm going to lay it on the line, and we're just going to see what happens from there.
What do you know about Wisconsin?
Honestly, nothing. Honestly, when they first offered me, I remember getting the offer, calling my parents and telling them, but in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm not going up there. It's cold, So I was like, if I go far from home, I'm probably going to go down south. But, I mean, honestly, in North Carolina, when you think Wisconsin, everybody talks, you're going to freeze to death, all that. But when you come up here and you actually see the place, it's not like that at all. And that's what I tell people back home. Everybody asking me how is it. I'm like, guys, it's nothing like y'all think it is. I was like, for you to find that out, you got to come up here and check it out yourself.
What changed your mind then to come here?
Honestly, when I came and visited last April. That's actually when I committed. Honestly, I just came up here to visit. I had a great relationship with Coach Leonard and Coach Settle, a North Carolina guy himself. He recruited our area, so we kind of just had a lot in common. We built a great relationship. So I just came up here. They told me that they just wanted me to come see the place, and I decided to come and just look and see what they had to offer. And when I came up here and I saw that it wasn't like what everybody in North Carolina made it seem like, I was like, wow. And I kind of just fell in love with it. And my mom came with me, and she fell in love with it more than I did. So it felt like home when I came.
Well, Jack Cone said when he committed here, his friends were saying, why would you go someplace like all it is cornfields?
That if you haven't been here, that's the, I guess, that's like what people see Wisconsin as. But it's like, just like I said, there's so much. There's a lot of people, I guess, haven't been here to see this. So when they think Wisconsin, they just, I guess it's known for cornfields and cheese. So that's all. Everybody's like cheese and fields. When I decided to come up here and say that, people ask me the same thing: Why Wisconsin? Why Wisconsin? And I tell them, I'm like, honestly, I can sit here and talk to you all day, like I've said before. But I'm like, you got to come up here and check it out yourself. So hopefully I get a lot of North Carolina visitors up here. So.
How much planning does it take to finish high school this semester? You said you knew you wanted enrollers as a freshman, but for someone who's deciding that as a junior, how difficult do you think that is to get your requirements done?
It probably will be a little difficult. I know that high school they have requirements and stuff, so you just gotta make sure you're on top of that. Me knowing that I wanted to do it so early, I took one of my high school maths in 8th grade, so that kind of knocked that out. So when I came in, and then one semester I doubled up on science, and then I think I doubled up on history one semester. So it just kind of put me in place to be able to do this. So.
Is there a little pride in that of putting in all that extra work, and you guys did stuff that other kids can't do or didn't do?
It definitely is. When you put a lot into something and when you get the rewards out of it, it makes you appreciate it more than, if I would have just went through it just like everybody else and got this. But knowing that I put extra time and I put extra effort into it, it makes it that much sweeter. And I think that's what everything in life. So.
This is a big group of guys that are enrolling early. I know you've only been around each other for a couple days, but how is your connection? How is your bond? Is this group of enrollees?
Honestly, these guys, I've just been with him for a couple of weeks, but honestly, I feel like I've been with him for a year already. I mean, just the time we spent together, you know, in here working and just in the apartments, you know, we just made bonds. You know, we've been out, hung out, went out to eat together. So I feel like I might know more about these guys than their friends back home. So
Does social media help with all that? Because you guys are kind of like best friends talking on there for the past year or so.
It definitely was. As soon as I committed, I got added to this random group chat, and I'm getting all these messages. I'm like, who are these guys? And now I look at the title, and it's like Wisco 17, and I'm like, oh, here's the guys. So I built a relationship with them. Tyler Beach was one of the first guys I started talking to. He made the transition for me go pretty smoothly. You know, he welcomed me in and kind of got me talking to the other guys. So it was just a smooth transition, and it was good. Social media definitely was a huge part in helping this. So.
There are a lot of young corners on this team. Are you in your head? Are you thinking you really want to try to play early?
I tell everybody I came here to compete. So I mean, we're gonna come here. I know those guys. They plan on playing. I plan on playing. So I mean, we're gonna come, and I mean, just like he said, you know, when I put in that extra work in high school to get here, now that I'm here, I'm gonna put in some extra work to try to set myself apart from those guys. So it's just one of those things, you know. It's a new stage, new battle, and I'm gonna embrace it.
The system here has been a lot of press man, a lot of stuff leaving you out on the island. Do you like that?
I love it. I don't know if you guys follow my social media, but my Instagram name is Coney Island. That's what they call me back home. So I take pride in sitting on that island by myself and making things happen. So.